everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today we're going to be getting a lot of things done in the garden. I want to check on that pumpkin that I told you about last night in my previous video, and I want to check to see if those squash vine borers have bored their way inside of the squash. If not, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to treat that squash so that I can keep an eye on it, because I am really enjoying my pumpkins and my squash that I got out of the East Garden. And right now I'm going to show you the Lady Godiva pumpkin, and the reason I planted it is because I love pumpkin seeds, and the Lady Godiva has the pumpkin seeds that I like so much, the ones that come in green. The seeds, they are so delicious, and so I want to have those on hand when I want them, and this is one way I can have them without having to purchase them at the store. I can grow my own Lady Godiva pumpkins and harvest my own seeds. So I'm going to show you what those pumpkin seeds are looking like. And this is the Lady Godiva pumpkin. This is what it looks like on the outside, and these are the seeds. You can see those seeds that are inside. And they taste delicious just like this. Roast them and they'll be even more delicious. So this is what I'm going to be doing later today. Going to be getting some of these pumpkin seeds out, and we're going to be roasting some of these tonight. But today we have some things that we got to get taken care of in the garden. So y'all, let's get started. Okay, I'm back in this East Garden this morning because I wanted to check on the pumpkin that I saw last night. And I was making sure that the squash bugs had not penetrated the pumpkin. So they are not inside of the pumpkin, but I did want to go ahead and treat this area. While I was here, I saw a snake over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this area now and go to another part of the garden. But I also see that I still have some goji berries over here. And goji berries are one of your superfoods. So if you wanna harvest them and put them into your smoothies or dry them, however you want to do them, they are very nutritious. You get in here and get some of these weeds. And this is where I'm about to be planting. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to plant in this bed. And I'm thinking about some either Swiss chard came out of this bed, or carrots. And y'all know I still have the carrots that I planted inside the house, and they have germinated. And I will show them to you all in just a moment, because I think that is what I'm going to put into that bed. I think I'm going to put them in, just pull them out of the cells. Not going to try to separate them or anything like that. Just put them, take them from the cell and just put them into this bed, and then as they grow, hopefully I will be able to thin them out some. But I just wanted to try to do this as an experiment to see if I can get some carrots by planting them into cells. And they did germinate faster than the ones that I planted outside. And the heat possibly had something to do with that, but nevertheless, they did germinate faster. I'm trying to be careful because I have seen a couple of snakes this morning, and the weather is nice. It's still warm, but the sun is not out right now. And so I want to get as much work done as I possibly can while the sun is not shining. And Caleb is out here, he is helping me, and we are pulling some weeds. And I have promised him that I am going to make him some homemade soup today with some homemade garlic bread. So he is excited about that. And y'all, we're going to be getting a lot of work done this season, since it's going to be cooling off, and I know y'all are excited about it, as I am, but we gotta remember we got to take a little at a time. Unless we have a lot of help, take a little bit at a time. So that was my little bit at a time, is pulling some weeds right there. And now I'm gonna get those carrots and show you all what they look like. This is an experiment. I am trying to see if I can get these carrots. They have already germinated. I'm trying to see if I can get them to grow in the garden after planting them inside. And this is something I have never done before. So if you've done this before, if you succeeded or if you did not succeed, let me know in the comments. And what I have done is I've gotten them to germinate. I planted them, and they're probably, some of the cells probably got 6 or more carrots that have germinated in each little cell. And so I don't know exactly how to do it. I'm not going to separate them though, because I know that they're not going to work very well if I separate them out and try to plant them in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them out of the cells, just pop them into the soil. I'm just using a small bed right now to start with, and later I will put it in other cells. But I want you to weigh in on it. Let me know if you think that I'm doing it the right way, or if there's something that I do here that you don't think that I'm, not the best way to do this experiment. Because remember, it's an experiment. So I know it might not work, and so that's what experiments are all about. But we want to see, and we want to know if we can do this. And if it doesn't work, then I won't try it again. But that don't mean you can't try it, because you may have say, well, I see what she did wrong and I'm going to try this. So y'all, that's what it's all about. And I just sprinkled a few carrot seeds. It's not like I'm wasting a lot of seeds. I want to see if this works. And if it works, then it's going to be wonderful, because that means I can go ahead and get my carrots to germinate inside, because that is where most of the time we have the problem with actually getting the carrots to germinate at a reasonable amount of time. We go try to lay boards on top and do all types of things. And I planted some carrots over here in one of these beds. Those carrot seeds have germinated. I'll go ahead and I'll show you those. This is the germination that I have on some of the carrots, and there is a little bit more over here that is a little bit bigger, but the ones that I have inside are bigger than both of these little areas, where I have one over here that is a little bit bigger. And y'all, these here ground cherries, they volunteer, so we're gonna see what they're gonna do in this bed. And I'm gonna try to pull them out, but I am going to show you what the carrots are looking like that I am going to plant out today that are in the cells. Okay, so here are what the carrots are looking like. And as you can see, I got good germination in these cells. And so I'm just going to pop these out of this tray, and I'm going to put them right here in this area that I just showed you that I was cleaning up. I'm going to moisten this soil and amend it. I'm also going to add some slow release fertilizer, which is in the form of my garden tone. I'm going to make sure there's enough depth in here where my carrots can grow, so you can see that this soil is fluffy enough to get my fork down inside it. I don't want to put all my amendments at the bottom though, but they do need to be worked into the soil. So as these carrots begin to grow, they will be able to reach those amendments. Okay, so our soil is moist and amended, and so I'm going to go ahead and start popping in some of our carrots. Plastic knife and start popping them out. And the roots are not, the plants are not holding together as well as I would like for them to be. So what I'm doing is I am just putting them in, dropping them in, and then pushing the soil in around them. To try to give them that feeling that they really didn't get disturbed. Okay, so you want to hold your plants together as best you can and get them in, and we're going to definitely have to try to go back in and divide these up and thin them out. So we just want to see if we can get some carrots. I harvested some delicious carrots yesterday, and so I am always trying to figure out a way that I can get more carrot growing in my garden more quickly. Now you see that these have, you can see that they have a root on them, and it could be possible to actually take these and stick them, you know, plant them like that. It probably would work better. I'm thinking it probably would work better than putting them in like that. To take them by those tiny roots, since they have germinated, and just, now that one, I lost the root on that one. So that one is not going to work. Okay, so as I see, okay, now this one has a lot of roots on it. So it would be a thing of getting your roots, making sure you got your roots. Okay, so I've got some that I have a couple in there. I got some that I have a group in there. This is a small container. It's not a large container. It's not really small, but it's not huge. And so this is enough for this experiment. And I'll take some of these other ones and pop them in the other beds that I already have some carrots planted in. I don't know. I'm seeing space. Let me see. I think I'm gonna try to put a few more in. See if I can get some with the roots intact really good, and just take them and stick them in to some spots that I don't see anything. Y'all, this was just a few carrot seeds, so if it don't work, we're not gonna be upset, but I hope it works. And we'll have to keep reminding ourselves this is only a test. This is a test. Okay, I think I'm getting them in too close. Okay, I think that's gonna be enough. Okay, so we got some carrots. Y'all, I'm gonna be so excited if I come back in a few days and these carrots have taken hold in the soil. Water them in a little bit. And now we wait. We will check back in a few days to see how our carrots are doing. I don't know, a few days might be too soon because I don't want to bring y'all back and they all laid over. But we will check back. All right, those are our carrot. This is our carrot experiment. Plant some bright light Swiss chard in this container, and I'm going to amend this 5-gallon bucket with some of my garden tone and some blood meal. And we're gonna need the blood meal for the nitrogen. This blood meal for the nitrogen, and the garden tone has nitrogen in it also, but I want to give it a dose of the pure nitrogen that is in the blood meal. I'm just gonna move my little sticks out. Swiss chard don't have very deep root. I could have used a more shallow container, but this one was available, so I'm going ahead and use it. And I'm not wasting any soil because the soil I have in the bottom is just some reused potting mix. Okay, so I have some of my red Swiss chard, and this one is the bright light Swiss chard. And this Swiss chard will fill this container up this growing season. Yeah, so it is nice, and it's not cool, but it's warm. It's not hot, and the sun is not out. So I am just making use of this time that I have to try to get some of this hard labor done, like moving soil around, adding soil to my raised beds and things like that. So if you have some good days when you can get out, it'd be a good time to get out into your garden and get some work done. Okay, but I want to start the planting in this bed. Let's see, what was this? That's a rock. Okay, this kind of scared me, y'all. Y'all, I knew if I got this fresh soil put into this raised bed and had this raised bed looking like this, I was going to want to plant some. I already knew it. But I was going to try to resist, but y'all, here I go. I got some plants. I done went inside the house. I done bought some plants out, and I'm about to put them in this bed. And these are some of my brassicas that I'm about to put in this bed. I got some garden tone that I'm going to put in this bed first. Then I'm going to put some blood meal in this bed, because these brassicas love this blood meal. This is the nitrogen that they love so much. The eggplant, you're going to have to get some of this. I know this little eggplant and these peppers probably want a little of this bone meal. So I might bring a little bone meal over here for them, since they're going to be in this bed for a while. And that's going to help them to flower and to bear fruit. And y'all here are the brassicas that I have bought out. So right there for y'all to get a look at those. See what they are looking like. Some of them have begun to get some yellow leaves on them, so you just want to simply pull those yellow leaves off. We're in the middle of cleanup, and I'm over here throwing stuff on the ground. I told Caleb if he come over here, we get this area, then we were going to take a break. Look like he already took a break. I don't even see him. Where did he go? Okay, well, that's okay. I guess he went on break early, so we working out here as a team today, and I'm happy to have Caleb helping me. Okay, so this soil is pretty dry. But I'm gonna just go ahead, pulling up some stuff too. Maybe I should water this first. Yeah, I'm gonna moisten this soil first. I don't want to put these plants in this dry soil like this. I'm gonna moisten my soil first. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rake across this because this soil is so dry. What was that? Onion. This soil is dry as a bone. I don't even think bones are this dry. Y'all don't plant in your soil if it's this dry. You got to get this soil moist. I'm gonna have to add some more amendments. That's probably why this poor little eggplant didn't do anything. The pepper was doing pretty good. It just got dug up. This eggplant was stunted. So I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to put the irrigation to this bed today because of the fact that, which is not going, it's not going to take a lot to do it. We had rain a few days ago. Maybe it has not been a week. It's been less than a week. But it lets me see that that rain was not a lot. And then it has been in the 90s every day. Okay, so it's not completely dry like it was. Still has some dry spots. I'm gonna add some more amendments. Okay, so since the rain is picking up, I'm going to just go ahead and pop these plants in. Okay, first one is our broccoli romanesca. Little leaf just broke. I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Got another broccoli romanesca, and I'm going to put it down at the other end of the bed. They need a lot of space. Put some Brussels sprouts in here. Some beets. Put them between the broccoli romanesca. This says beets, but let's see. Oh, it's on the other side. This is a cauliflower. Cauliflower right here. Put another beet right here. This is the bull's blood beets. We got room for another broccoli romanesca right here on the end. And that is going to be all that this bed is going to have, because these broccoli romanescas need a lot of space. They get big. Water them in. And now we're going to be having some more warm temperatures, some more hot temperatures, and then we're going to have some cool mornings. So keep an eye on these plants, keep them watered in. I'm going to go ahead and set up my irrigation as soon as possible. Okay, so we got a bed of brassicas planted for our fall garden. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video and that you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.